Lesson number 2, video number 1. Okay, Amrasi say thank you for the question with concerning this lesson too. But before I go into that, to remember say I've been still get for answer some of the questions that we have been get regarding that elements where we say they come out the alkaline, the Arabic language where we say na a element where they choke. So if not the same thing they inside pepper and if not the same thing they inside tear gas, the quick answer is no. The chemical that we they inside pepper na capsaicin, when a different element, but also when we watch waiting there inside tear gas, insect na a different element, and they get your own name. So when we talk about tear gas, the composition, we see 4 compounds then there, where they all look very complicated. So we're not going to go into detail, but all we can see is saying a different compound them, where we know too sabi. So you can ask yourself now, how people then go know whose element them they inside compound. Well, we get something where we call a spectrum analysis. Spectrum, we all sabi rainbow. When sun they come out, you they watch the water, the rain where they fall down, and they watch through the raindrops them. It they cause a reflection where they split the colors of the light into what that they call spectrum. So the same thing that happen, they get a machine where they send sharp lights through all the different elements them. Then they produce something like rainbow. Each element get its own specific color code, where then they call a spectrum. So now so you go then get a machine where determine waiting at the elements them where they inside any compound. And the machine in name na spectroscope. Now before we continue about the photosynthesis and for understand the writing of the different letters and numbers them, I want, if you not to understand the letters and the numbers them, I want to let you go back to them 4 videos them where I done given about chemistry, about the letters them. So this is not just a repetition of CO2, for example, where with the C middle we get the carbon element, then on the left and the right we get the O, where na oxygen, where they shape in electron with the carbon. Carbon in being get 4, so it be need 2 electron or 4 more electron for make it Gladys. So they length 2 from the one oxygen, then they length the other 2 from the other oxygen. Now make you need 2 oxygen and 1 carbon. So when the small letter they after the element, like O2, it means say that element they only that single element they the O 9 the double. However, we go as we get for cancel later. If now a big number, like 1 or 2 or 3, where they before the element them, that means say the one whole element them, they all waiting there, then they double, not to just the 1 grain elements, but the whole compound 9 they double. So this now another repetition of what we don't do before. We see the 2H hydrogen where they lent each of the 2 electrons to the O. So we call her H2O because oxygen we get 6 electron and hydrogen are 1 so all together then they make 8 where they reach this state where we can call them for Sid and Glady. So this is not the last repetition where we don't tell us say we get important elements them way they for agriculture, the N, the P and the K, natrium, natrium, phosphorus and potassium, the K na potassium. Then we get the secondary nutrients Ca, calcium, Mg, magnesium, S, sulfur. Then inside the air we get the H2O in water, the CO2 in carbon dioxide, and the O2 in oxygen. Then things then they're important for Leona sabi them because we get for recognize them in the future. Lesson 2, video number 1, question number 1. What is the name of the equipment used to determine the elements within a compound?